Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about probability, but before we get started on it, let me introduce Standard's deck of cards. There are 52 cards in each deck, and these 52 cards are divided into 4 suits. Let me highlight it for you. There are diamonds, clubs, hearts, and spades. Now looking at the number of cards, we start off from number 2 through to number 10. We have 3 face cards, so a jack, a queen, a king, and an S. Let's look at a few keywords before I show you some worked examples. The first one is the outcome. Okay, an outcome is a result of an experiment or a game. So is a result of an experiment or game. For example, when 2 coins are tossed, the outcome can be a head-head, head-tail, tail-head, or tail-tail. So each one of them is an outcome. The second keyword that I would like to define is the sample space. Say the sample space is a set of all possible outcomes. So all possible outcomes of an experiment. So if the experiment is tossing 2 coins at a time, then the sample space is going to be, so the curly brackets, we write it inside the curly brackets, and the sample space for tossing 2 coins is HH, H head and tail, tail and head, and then the 2 tails, and we'll close off this curly bracket. So this is the sample space. Which is equal to, inside the curly brackets, 2 heads, head and a tail, tail and a head, and the 2 tails. So these are the total outcomes of tossing 2 coins. The third term that I would like to explain is an event. What is an event? An event is a group of 1 or more outcomes. A group of more outcomes. So for example, the event of both coins being the same consists of the 2 outcomes. 2 heads and 2 tails. We are moving on now. So the probability of an event E occurring is calculated by the following formula. So probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes, which we have already defined over here as the sample space. So total number of outcomes, and we can where n, so we can write this now as symbols. So the probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes, which is our sample space.